everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to the vlog. Now, I think we're due to have a little chat here, a little real talk chat, because Disney is not a cheap hobby to have, and I'm always trying to think of ways to share things that are helpful with you guys. So I thought I'd share some tips of how I budget for a Magic Key or a Disneyland annual pass. So I have a lot to say about this topic, and I'm gonna break it into two categories: budgeting tips for like actual park days, and then just general everyday life. So let's get into it. So starting with the park tips I have to share, you can use Disney gift cards towards an annual pass. So if you have the opportunity, definitely consider wishlisting Disney gift cards. You guys might know I'm a big fan of the Youngling meal in Galaxy's Edge because A, kids meals are cheaper. B, for me personally, I can't finish like a full-size adult meal, comfortably at least. So it's a little bit easier on both my wallet and my stomach to just get a kids meal. And then if you're not a pin collector yet, don't start. It gets addicting very quickly. Probably the biggest tip on this list is to decide which pass is best for you. As of this recording, there's 4 different Magic Keys, I think. There's definitely a lot to consider. I will say that parking can add up quick. So if you're planning to drive and park at the parks every time, one of the higher tier ones might be better. Or if you're a family getting passes, one person could get the top tier one for the free parking. Other family members could get like a lower tier maybe, depending on everyone's schedule and stuff like that. But that's what we did for a while. I'm like a crazy Disney parks person, so I go a lot. Ji-chun's not as big on the parks, so he got like one of the lower tier ones. But whenever he goes, I go. So we'll use my parking benefits, if that makes sense. So like I said, there's a lot of factors to consider. The next tip I have is just to prepare a little strategy for each time you go to the park. I'm a very big fan of using the Notes app and making lists on there. So I'll make a little list of the top things I want to do that day, or snacks. Snacks is a big one. I do like to splurge a little bit on Disney snacks. I'll pick a couple with what the snack is and where to get it. I find that helps with... This is so difficult to film while pregnant because my brain keeps like trailing off into nowhere. But what I was gonna say is, especially with snacks, because now I'm hungry thinking about Disney snacks. Goodness gracious. Okay, so making a list of snacks and stuff like that, it helps prevent purchasing like impulse snacks if I have specific like seasonal ones in mind that I want to try. Hopefully that makes sense. That's kind of like Disney brain logic. Bring your own water bottle for sure. And like I have a very exciting one to share with you guys. It's a water bottle that has a little MagSafe thing on it. So you could use this kind of like a little tripod, which is very nifty. It's from a brand called Ringo. There's a better look at what that looks like. My friend Amanda got this for me for Christmas, and it's been pretty life-changing, I must say. Use it on my desktop to film at DIYs for TikTok and stuff too. So long story short, that's like my current favorite water bottle to take to the parks. The next one may or may not be a little controversial, but like I am very anti-lightning lane. If you're getting an annual pass anyway and planning to go a lot, there'll be a lot of opportunities to try different rides, and it's not like you have to do them all in one day. So I'm like a little bit of a Grinch about this because like back in the day, Fast Pass used to be a free thing. I don't know, I kind of miss that. I miss that a lot actually. So yeah, so me personally, I do not buy lightning lanes. The last tip I have to share for park days is to utilize credit card perks, specifically the Disney Visa Chase card. Personally, I do not have one, but I've heard from a couple friends that do have it. There's quite a few perks involved. If you use this to purchase or renew your Magic Key, there's a little extra discount. I'm looking at my notes here because I don't remember everything about this. Receive discounts on shopping and dining when using the card in the park. So there's even more potential discounts inside the parks. Plus, if you're a card holder, there's special character meet and greets. In Disneyland, I know it's in Tomorrowland. For a while, it's been the Darth Vader meet and greet, which I think is going to change pretty soon because of the Galaxy's Edge update happening. There's another one in DCA next to the Monsters Inc. ride. It swaps out with different characters, but it's been Stitch sometimes, and then Captain America or Spider-Man, I think. It's kind of like an exclusive meet and greet, so the characters spend a little bit longer interacting with you. The other budgeting tips I have are just like everyday life in general. I do realize a lot of what I share here is Disney stuff and just stuff, but I do my best to be strategic about what to save on and what to splurge on, I guess you could say. So I'll put a list of these tips on the screen here, and then we'll just like kind of rapid fire go through these. Number 1 is limit dining out. Pretty much the only times I eat out is when I go to Disney. 2 is side gigs. In addition to working full time, I almost always have like another little side gig going on. Personally, my background is in art, so I'd take art commissions, graphic design commissions, teaching for a while too, which was such a fun job. teaching was actually what helped me save up to initially buy an annual pass, kind of also what kicked off content creation for me. Not to go too off on a tangent here, but I shared a little bit about this before. When the parks reopened, I had the biggest Avengers Campus phase. That was when I first started on TikTok, and I just share little updates of like characters there, Easter eggs, and different little Marvel updates. I barely spoke or showed myself at all, but slowly over time I came out of my shell, and here we are today. Anyways, back to the tips, back to the budgeting tips. Household stuff for groceries, shopping in bulk, strategically going for things on sale and stuff. I like to collect a lot of trinkets and things, Disney ears, bag charms, which I have kind of cut down on for the most part, but I do rotate out these collections. There's something that I haven't worn in months and I don't really plan to use, then I'll sell it, which I try to just do in the local like Disney community here. So yeah, so I do my best not to hoard these collections too much. It's kind of finding a balance of like collecting as a hobby and not overdoing it. Get a lot of things secondhand, furniture, clothing, baby stuff. Baby stuff has been a big one in preparation for this little one here. I also cut my own hair. Shout out to Brad Mondo and the butterfly cut tutorial. We definitely live in a world of subscriptions right now. I keep it very minimal. The last one I can think of right now is to be selective with tech. And what I mean by that is that I'll use like my phone or my laptop until I can't use it anymore. I'm not repurchasing the new one each year. A lot of things like this too I'll get refurbished or secondhand, especially with like camera gear. I don't use an Apple Watch or a smartwatch or anything. Personally, that's not a necessity. So I'm just very selective of what I purchase and when it comes to tech. Other than that, I think that's all I can think of for right now. These are just my personal tips from my experience. Hopefully it's not too obvious that I cut my own hair. I know that was like a lot of information, but my hope is that it might be helpful in some way. And sometimes I think it's healthy to talk about stuff like this too. There is like a lot of Disney content out there now. Sometimes I do feel pressure to like try the newest things and like get the newest merch and stuff, but I don't think that's very sustainable, at least for me personally. So I think it's more about finding your own pace at the parks and just going with the flow in your own way. With all that being said, let's have a very mini DCA day for Lunar New Year.
You are wearing orange. Yep. Oh, my goodness. I love that.
Move on. Learn to respect the strength and discipline of the martial art.
We did do Lamplight Lounge today because it was like a special little girls' day, and I have to say the seasonal chef special right now is the most amazing meal I've ever had here. So if you have the chance to try it, please do. So I've been on the hunt for vintage Star Wars Valentine cards, and I have found some. Found these on eBay for like $5 each. Kind of for a DIY idea, but they still are like in the box unopened. So first, I thought we could open them together and take a little trip down memory lane. Ooh. Oh, there's a Jar Jar one. Oh my goodness, there is a Jar Jar Binks one. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I do want to give each of these their moment. First up, we've got Darth Maul. Here's hoping someone's after you this Valentine's Day. And there's even like a little trivia on the back. Let me know if you guys ever exchanged Valentines like these in class growing up. I missed that so much. But here's Qui-Gon Jinn, trust your feelings on Valentine's Day. Ooh, this one, I've got a great feeling about your Valentine's Day. This is like an especially good one. It's what's on the inside that counts. C3PO. Misa Wishu, Maxi Big, Valde. And then we've got Queen Amidala, to someone I can always count on. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, but I might give out some just for fun somewhere. Sometimes you just need to spread a little joy, and like especially now, I think we need some in the world. The second box I am so excited about. It's like Attack of the Clones themed with a lovely Anakin on the front there. So this one has 10 different designs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, these make me so excited. So this one comes a little bit differently. 4 designs, 2 big ones. But again, here we're going to appreciate each one of these. Obi-Wan, may the Force be with you on Valentine's Day. The back of these ones are not quite as exciting as the Phantom Menace ones, but they're still pretty cool. This one's a little bit cheesy, but I kind of love it. Anakin Skywalker, wishing you'll be a chosen one on Valentine's Day. Then we've got Padme, take care of yourself on Valentine's Day. This party is just starting. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. Mace Windu. Jango Fett, hope your Valentine's Day is right on target. R2-D2, hope your Valentine's Day is filled with surprises. So these two, there are only 2 of these in this set. One is Count Dooku, join me for Valentine's Day. A happy Valentine's Day you will have. May the Force be with you. I love it. I love it. I'm thinking to make like some sort of garland with them. We shall see if that works out. If you never see these again, then that means it was a fail. Today's a very exciting day because I've received a Heroes and Villains Star Wars package, so I thought we could do a little try on. If you've been here before, you'll know I'm a big fan of their items, and for full transparency, I am a part of their affiliate program, so if you so decide to shop with them, I do have a code that you can use there. So without further ado, let's get into this. I feel like every vlog lately has become a Star Wars vlog, but I'm like so here for it. The first item we have is a Hoth pullover sweatshirt with a tauntaun. Very exciting. This fabric part on the end of the sleeve, I don't know what this is called, but it's like nice and thick and sturdy. And I did get this in an extra large to fit the current situation. I do like to get things oversized anyway. The bump has bumped us up even more, which is not a bad thing. Next up, we've got an Ahsoka tee. So Heroes and Villains has a couple different lines of graphic tees. The fit of them is all a little bit different. Forge tees are a little bit oversized and kind of a boxier fit. The sleeve is almost like a yukata sleeve. The back is the main attraction. We have live action Ahsoka looking fabulous on there. Another graphic tee, a Return of the Jedi graphic tee. This one is from the Zine collection. Like I mentioned, there's a couple different types of graphic tees. The Zine tees might be my favorite. Overall, it has like a vintage, very worn in look. The Wicket tee I have and the Lothcat tee I have are also from the Zine line. And I think, was I wearing the Lothcat one today? I don't even remember. But anyways, here is how the Return of the Jedi one looks. We have a lovely print of Darth Vader with a lightsaber battle going on here. The zine tees are also quite oversized. This one I got in an extra large. Okay, so I've never heard of a shacket before. It's like a cross between a button-up shirt and a jacket. And it is a Mandalorian design with this gigantic mythosaur skull design on the back. I'm kind of obsessed with the army green color that this one is. This one I got in a large, but it feels really big. It definitely feels like more of a men's cut. Also, I've been looking for like a button-up thing for a photo shoot idea I had. My brain is like all over the place right now, so please forgive me. I don't know if you guys have seen the maternity photos where they put stickers and letters that say like baby, but surprise, I had an idea for a Star Wars version of that, and I've been trying to think of what top or what jacket to use for that. Possibly be a contender. Next up, we have a pullover hoodie, a Cantina Band pullover hoodie. The main attraction on this one again is on the back with the Figrin Dan band hoodie. I never know if I'm pronouncing that right, but the Cantina Band is on there. This one also kind of has like the retro feel to it. This one is one of their regular hoodies, and I got it in a size large. It feels a little bit snug on the bump, but everywhere else it feels pretty good. Like I mentioned, large was like my go-to size for an oversized fit under normal circumstances. So this time I kind of got a mix of large and extra large. Last but not least for this haul, we have an Endor Ewok t-shirt. This one is one of the regular tees. As you can see, the sleeves and the general fit is a little bit more snug. This one, I got this one in a large. I think I meant to get this one in the extra large and the zine tee in a large. If you needed proof that pregnancy brain is real, There's your example for the day. But big fan of this print. Another very retro feeling print. This design series they did come out with a couple different planets of. I was just drawn to the Endor one. Anyways, that is our latest Star Wars wardrobe refresh.
Okay, your belly. Okay, now it's like right in the center, but it's shiny. It's shiny no matter what.